Okay, guys, welcome to another Inner Circle webinar. This is number 35 in our PT Business Accelerator program. Just so you know, this is not a live recording. I actually had some pretty major tech difficulties last week when we were going to run this webinar. I ended up installing a new operational system on my Mac because GoToWebinar didn't support my old system. So, guys, again, this is not a live webinar. There won't be any questions at the end, although I will answer the most common 2 or 3 questions that I get in relation to this type of content. So we don't have to do a sound check, so we can get straight into it. First, I want to share one of the biggest mistakes I see fitness professionals make when marketing or engaging in some type of lead generation activity for their business. Most fitness professionals start a lead generation strategy or marketing campaign and don't do it 100%. They kind of dabble with it. They may take it to 70% or 60%. They don't get the results they want, so they move on to the next one. Or worse, they even stop marketing their business altogether. I mean, this is something that I've seen week in, week out for probably the last decade. Fitness professionals doing something in terms of marketing, not doing it properly, giving up on it, and then moving on to the next lead generation strategy. Here is the scary stat. 80% of newly qualified personal trainers only last 2 years in the fitness industry before they transition out into something else, maybe a new career path or back into something that they were doing prior to doing their Cert 4, their Cert 3 or Cert 4 in Australia. They might even get requalified in a completely different industry. This has nothing to do with their ability to train clients, train members, and everything to do with how well versed they are in business, namely marketing their PT business, and also how to sell. So how to convert kind of more prospects into paying clients. So it has very, very little to do with their training capability, and really a hell of a lot more to do with their business, understanding and business knowledge. And this is something that Brad and I kind of get on our high horse about a fair bit in the industry, in that, Cert 4 and Cert 3, certainly in this country, even globally, they don't teach personal trainers, fitness professionals enough about business fundamentals. And that's the reason why 80% of personal trainers don't actually move into a third year when it comes to training clients, when it comes to growing their business. They're just not taught business fundamentals. We have a little saying in our business that we don't do things half-baked. When it comes to lead generation, most trainers engage in what I call half-baked potatoes. And as mentioned, they do something at 50% or even 60%. It doesn't work, so they move on to the next thing. A perfect example is when setting up a cross-promotional alliance with a local retailer, for example. It might be, a health food store or a hairdressing salon, handing out flyers when someone being their client, makes a purchase. A typical cross-promotion, a strategic alliance strategy. You can't do cross-promotions half-baked. This strategy needs you to give it 100%. The more you evolve the relationship with the store owner or manager or staff in general, the more traction you'll get under this particular lead generation, which is cross promotions. Make a commitment today that when you engage in some form of lead generation activity for your PT business, that you give it your all. Don't do it at 50% or 60% or even 80%. As I said, we have a saying in our business that we do not do half-baked potatoes. When we do something, we go all out and do it properly, or else we don't even start it. After that, if it isn't working, this is back to your business. If it isn't working, tweak it, change something in your business, optimize it. If that's still not working, then dump it. Give it 100% before you move on to the next lead generation strategy. Just a quick 40 or 50-second story. I had the pleasure of working with Scott Horman, going back probably 5 or 6 years ago now. Scott Horman's America's #1 business coach. He actually positions himself as the world's #1 business coach. And Scott said the most important thing when it comes to lead generation or marketing, any type of business, and that is that you must always look to be optimizing your marketing. So look to be optimizing your lead generation strategies. One of the things that Scott taught me many, many years ago was, Frank, you need to start to optimize your email. So I have a huge email list, or we have a huge email list, and our conversion or our opt-in, our open rates, actually started to decrease. So Scott said, start to put people's first name in the subject line. So, attention, John, check out this business resource on Facebook. Or, hey, Sarah, check out this business resource on sequential email campaigns. As soon as we actually put the first person's name, the fitness professional's name in the subject line, our open rates actually increased by 7.5%, just over 7.5%, 7.6%. So And so Scott said, it's just basically about optimizing your lead generation strategy to maximize your result and traction. Far too many fitness professionals, as I just mentioned, just give up on their lead generations too easily. Tweak them, change them. If it doesn't work, certainly dump them, but always look to be optimizing everything that you do in your business. And when it comes to marketing, you must do it 100%. Marketing your PT business, marketing any business properly takes focus. This is why today I'm going to be giving you 3 very specific lead generation strategies that I want you to focus on for next month. Give yourself 2 weeks, even maybe 3 weeks to set up these lead generation strategies, then dig in and give it your all. The results will be there. My disclaimer is that you must be able to convert the leads that you are going to attract from these lead generation strategies, but the leads will absolutely come in for your business. Without a proper sales conversion system, guys, basically a sales process, it will be near impossible to grow your business at the rate that you want to grow it. Please refer back to the speed coaching videos in module 2, all the sales information you need in those about selling PT, selling your packages, whether it be challenges, programs, boot camps, is in that particular module. I keep saying this quite often to the members. Go back to module 2 and revisit those sales videos. Today I'm going to be covering 3 strategies, as I just mentioned, one in each of the 3 key marketing pillars. Whenever you think about marketing, please, guys, always remember and think from the perspective of the 3 key marketing pillars. Internal marketing, it might be an internal referral competition, a buddy week, bring a friend fortnight or month. So anything internal is classified as internal marketing. Online marketing, anything to do with social media or building sales funnels with online pages, squeeze pages, drawing traffic to your website. Anything to do with online marketing is related to either online marketing per se in terms of lead pages, like I just mentioned, squeeze pages more so, and social media. External marketing is anything we do externally of your club or your studio, or whatever you work from. If you're a boot camper and you're training people outside, external marketing might be, advertising in local school newsletters or advertising in the local school paper, the local rag, or whatever it is for you. But anything external of your actual studio or your business is classified as external marketing. Guerrilla marketing, corporate marketing, all falls under external marketing. So this kind of simplifies the way you should be marketing your business on a consistent basis, and also really straightens you up mentally. Always think of marketing from the 3 key marketing pillars: internal, online, and external. It doesn't get any more complicated than that. So many people kind of say, oh, Frank, marketing's complicated. I'm not sure if I should be using Snapchat or Instagram. Always chunk your marketing into 3. Once you chunk your marketing into 3, then you can start to put together the strategies that actually fall under each one of those categories: internal, online, and also external marketing. Okay, firstly, internal marketing. Whenever I think of internal marketing, meaning marketing again from within your PT business, I immediately think of referral strategies. When it comes to referral strategies, some examples may be point of sale referrals, so basically asking for referrals when clients join. Some type of, you could also, obviously you'll definitely align it with some sort of reward, like 2 free PT sessions or 2 free weeks or a $50 gift card. Fitness professionals kind of more than willing to run referral strategies, but you've got to really understand that the referral is also really about rewarding the person that's referred new people to you. So instead of calling it a referral program or strategy, it almost really should be called a rewards program or a rewards strategy. So referrals must equals rewards. Another example is running a referral competition. You could run a 4 to 6 week competition. Every time someone refers a new client to you, you could put the existing client's name in a barrel and then draw that winner at the end of the competition. Again, there must be a big hook for the current member or the current client, your existing client or member, to actually be rewarded. So the prize might be, I'm not sure, 10 PT sessions or 3 months if you're doing small group fitness, or even 6 months if you're doing small group fitness. But if you're running any type of referral competition for your PT business, there must be a big hook or a big carrot at the end of that price for your existing member and for your existing client. Always remember, when you think of referrals, also think of rewards. Rewards equals referrals and vice versa. Okay, so another internal marketing strategy would be, running a buddy month promotion, for example. Every 4 months, irrespective of how small or how big your personal training business is, run a buddy month. This could even be a buddy week or a buddy fortnight. I like month because it gives you more opportunities to actually get qualified leads. This is where you ask your existing clients and members to bring in a buddy to train with them for free. How many times they can do that free session is totally up to you. It could be one session over the month, or it could be three, or it could even be the entire month. I know fitness professionals that open their business up to kind of buddy fortnight, and they allow their existing clients to bring in friends and family for the entire 2 weeks. Again, it's a really nice opportunity to be able to build rapport with them and connect with them on a deeper level, understand their health and fitness goals. So I'd say if you're going to run a buddy fortnight or a buddy month, just literally open it up. We used to run these all the time when I had my larger personal training studio, and just an easy way to get leads, because most of the existing clients and members actually bring family and friends that live in the local area, literally their wife or their spouse or their husband. So it makes it much easier, because the lead that they're actually bringing in is much more qualified. So it makes it easy to convert. So I'm a massive believer in running, some sort of buddy fortnight or some sort of buddy month every quarter or every three months. Tell your clients about it during their session. Email the clients about it, in terms of how it works. Send them out a reminder email, follow up. You can post it on your Facebook page. If you have a private Facebook page, you can also post it in there. Send out an SMS reminder reminding the client or the member, your existing guys, existing group, your community, your tribe, about the buddy week or buddy fortnight. Really promote it heavily within your personal training business. And also, it comes back to, guys, to what I've just said momentarily, that every time an existing client or member brings someone into your business and they end up joining, you must reward your existing member. Whenever you think of referrals, think of rewards. Most people, they're more than happy to refer people, but when you put a carrot or a hook at the end of it, all of a sudden, it's almost like you kind of press the kind of go button or the accelerator program. People are more open to kind of referring more people to you if you have a prize, like a reward to give them at the end. So really important. Whenever you think about referrals, think about rewards. I would be running a buddy month or buddy fortnight at least every 4 months within your personal training business. Generally speaking, family members and friends like training together. In fact, research tells us that people, up to 72% of people, there's a better chance of achieving and sticking with their health and fitness goals if they have a buddy training with them. A 72% chance, a higher probability of someone achieving their goals if they're training with a friend or a buddy. So you could almost use that in your sales speech as well. Referrals also binds your clients together. This is the foundation of retention. It has been proven that personal trainers that have a strong referral program in place, or that run different types of referral strategies throughout the year, have a much higher retention rate than trainers that don't. People often say to me, Frank, what's the secret of retention? There's no real secret to retention. Retention's about initiating multiple retention initiatives throughout the year. But if there was, and it's a big if, but if there was, it'd certainly be the more members that are connected to your members, so the more clients that are connected to your clients, which builds a community and tribe, it makes it closer. That's certainly a big tick for retention. I believe retention is the fundamental elements of retention is really member-to-member connection or client-to-client connection, depending on whether you refer to them as clients or members, and also client-to-staff connection. They're the two fundamental pillars of retention. Once you get that right, then you can start to build the house in terms of more retention initiatives throughout the months and throughout the years. But member-to-member connection or client-to-client connection is so important when it comes to retention. And effectively, when you're building your PT business in terms of referrals, I mean, when I had my larger PT studio, we really focused on referrals, and the byproduct was retention. We never really had attrition problems, which is the opposite of retention in our PT business, because we really grew the business from the inside out. If you look at Vision Personal Training, Australia's most successful personal training franchise, you'll see that they mainly focus on growing their business from the inside out, so growing it through retention, and the byproduct of that is higher retention. At the end of the session, Wayne, make them an offer. Make the existing referral, the person that's been referred, an offer. So basically, you close them or try to convert them into your upsell program, whether that's a challenge or whether that's a boot camp, whether it's one-on-one, semi-private, small group fitness, etc. Be conscious of what the referral buddy week or month or fortnight is all about, guys. It's about closing prospective clients into paying clients or members. Try and speak to them straight after the first session, because that's what they're in. In terms of sales, that's what's called a peak buying state. A peak buying state. So please make sure that you try to close them after that first session. Book them in for a price presentation. If you can't do a price presentation then and there, definitely book them in but you want to be trying to convert them after that first session. If you can't, then you want to do it after the second session, but you've got to get them whilst they're hot, guys, and that's called peak buying state. If this doesn't work, let them know. If you can't get them on the day, let them know that you'll be calling them tomorrow to make an alternative time where they can actually come in, maybe prior to the next session or at the end of the next session where you'll be doing a price presentation. But please be conscious of what the what the referral buddy week, fortnight, month is all about. And that's to get new prospects and leads into your business to convert them into your upsell program. Be conscious of that the whole time. I'm just going to grab a sip of water here. The key to making this strategy really work is that you must reward your existing client or member. I just kind of spoke about that. I'll speak about it again very quickly. So whether that reward is free sessions or 3 weeks of training, or even something tangible like a gold class movie ticket or a $50 voucher to a Maya, or a big kind of mall next to where your studio is, you must reward the person that's rewarded you. Another reason why I love referrals is because it's a truly leveraged model, meaning that you are leveraging off your clients, off your members. You are leveraging your time. This is the best type of lead generation strategy, one that is completely leveraged. As I said, Vision Personal Training do this really well. We used to do it really well in the old days, kind of late 90s and early 2000s, trying to grow the business from the inside out as much as possible. So always initiating referral strategies, point of sale referrals, SMS referral campaigns, email referral campaigns. I think probably we must have ran at least 8 referral competitions out of 10 years, out of a decade. Some of the referral competitions were really big. We used to give away 100 personal training sessions for every person that entered the draw. For the person that referred the most, we had a point system. So every time you refer someone to our business and they join, you get 1 point. The person with the most amount of points wins the total prize. And 1 year we had 100 personal training sessions, closed 72 new members into our business, actually changed our business by about 13%. The following year, we had 50 personal training sessions. We used to run these big, elaborate referral competitions because we knew if they were executed properly, it literally had the impact, the type of impact that it had on your business is it actually could change your business. As I mentioned, we had 72 members, closed members, from one particular strategy, which was an internal referral competition. 72 new members closed. And that literally changed our business. It grew by about 13.5%. And that was a hell of a lot of money for us and a lot of growth in a short period of time. Okay, next strategy. So number 1, make sure that you are running referral competitions or referral strategies in your business consistently. The key thing is consistently. Next strategy, online marketing. So the online marketing pillar. I believe this will be a much bigger part of your overall marketing moving forward. Something that sits side by side or slightly under, depending on who you're listening to, is social media marketing. For the sake of today, we're just going to say that social media marketing also kind of falls under online marketing. And you can't really talk about social media marketing without talking about Facebook. I think we're at 1.5 or 1.6 billion users when I'm recording this particular webinar. So Facebook, we'll definitely be doing more webinars on Facebook throughout the year. Facebook's changed a hell of a lot over the last 3 or 4 months. One of the biggest changes being that Facebook live streaming. I'm not sure what happened there, but Facebook live streaming is absolutely massive at the moment. So if a personal trainer approached me at the moment and said, Frank, what is the first thing I should be doing on Facebook? I would be saying, well, first of all, you need a Facebook page. And if they said, I've already got one, I said, well, the next thing I'd say is you need to get a software or a platform that allows you to run competitions. So we created this. Our members get it for 50% off. We've been selling it for the last 6 or 7 months. We've now put some salespeople in place both in the UK and also the US to sell this because this platform has gone gangbusters. So that's the first thing that I'd say. Set up your Facebook page. Let's get some likes up. Maybe do a likes campaign for social proof. Get your likes up to 1,000 plus, and then start running Facebook competitions. I'd go 1 month on, 1 month off. This is a personal client of mine, Dave, Evolve Training Systems. He's just integrated this our software platform on his Facebook page. So as you can see there in the timeline image, he's promoting his prize, and you can also see there just underneath that the post that's pinned to the top of the page. So with a 12-month gym membership valued at X amount, simply answer 3 easy questions, and there it goes. And If you click see more, we click onto a link, and then that link takes you to the survey page. But David's running his first competition. He's about 2 or 3 weeks into it, and there's no doubt he's got some really good sales process. He's actually done quite a lot of sales training with some coaches in the past. So he's going to get the leads, and he's got a sales system to convert those leads. So he's going to do very, very well from that. So this is a platform or a software system that integrates within your Facebook page. I'd say that at least probably 15 or 20 of our members have purchased this over the last 3 or 4 months. If you don't have this, please reach out to either me or Brad. As I said, I'd be promoting this even if it wasn't our platform, because it simply allows you to build your prospect list in Facebook. And that's another big mistake that I see. Personal trainers just don't know how to build a prospect list from Facebook. So once you click onto the link that's in the boosted post, it takes you to the survey page. And this survey page, guys, is a qualifying process. What are your most important health and fitness goals? And then people would simply check, losing weight. I did this and then took a screenshot of it. What reasons influence your decision to join a health club or start a personal training program or boot camp program, whatever it is for you? We can change these. These questions are completely customizable. And then the last question, would you like to come in and trial the club for free, personal training program for free, small group fitness for free, depending on what you're actually trying to promote. If you live or work in the local area, come and pick up your 10-day pass. Again, this could be a 7-day pass. We had a personal trainer that did a 30-day pass. I actually don't know how he went. I might speak to him this week, but he was at boot camp, pretty successful, actually, an ex-NRL player from New South Wales. And then he goes, Frank, I want a massive hook. So he was offering a 12-month outdoor boot camp membership worth whatever it was, $800 or $900. And his downsell was actually a free 30-day pass. My only query about that is it's probably going to attract more tire kickers. And I mentioned that to him, and he said, Frank, I have a really good sales process. I just need leads. So if you need leads in your business, trust us on this, guys. Get this software system plugged into your Facebook page. All our members actually get it for half price, and then you own it forever, and you can run as many competitions as you want for as often as you want. And a lot of personal trainers throughout the country have done very, very well from this. So you need to be able to build a prospect list from your Facebook page. And the only way you can do this with speed and efficiency is to be able to actually have a big hook and then a downsell. And that's what the software system does. After the prospect on Facebook has filled out the survey page and then click submit, they're typically taken to an opt-in page where they put in their first name, email, phone number, cell, and also zip code. I think that's a really underestimated field, postcode, because you can immediately see if that person that's opted in either lives or works in the local area, which is really important. If I was running a competition, I had someone opt in and they were living 30 miles or working 30 miles from my house, from where I'm working from, if I had a studio, I'd probably, I'd send them an email, but I wouldn't be resting. I wouldn't be thinking they're going to come and train with me. So we can only, because they're just too far away from the studio if I had a studio. But once we understand that if people are either living or working 5, 6, 7, 4, 3 miles away from our studio, you can actually get on the phone and think, hang on a sec, you literally work or live around the area. So as long as you have a good sales process, then you're giving yourself every opportunity to actually close this person into whatever program you're doing. So it's a qualifying process. A lot of people say to Brad and I, hey guys, this is the lead that we're getting is a much higher quality lead. Well, of course it is, because there's a qualifying process. That's the qualifying process. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I wouldn't spend kind of 40, 50, 60 seconds filling out a survey page on Facebook if I wasn't remotely interested in the offer. Facebook platform a competition platform that plugs directly into your Facebook page that allows you to run professional competitions whenever you like. This is the back-end dashboard, guys. It comes with a complete back-end dashboard where you can kind of measure metrics, how many people are landing on your page, how many people are opting in on your page. So it comes with some really cool things there. That's actually a personal trainer that has a personal training studio in Hoppers Crossing, which is just a small suburb in Victoria. So as you can see there, he had 347 people opt in. So he had 478 people landed on his survey page, and 347 people actually opted in. So yes, that's right, guys, 374 leads. Amazing result. This is nothing. This is every personal trainer that uses a software is not going to get 347 leads, but this is life changing in terms of business changing. I mentioned that when we ran our internal referral competition, we had 72 new members, and it changed our business by about 13%. And this was in like a 9 or 10 week period. So that's, sometimes when you absolutely nail a strategy, it can absolutely change your business. There's no doubt about that. And, I've gone through that type of scenario, that change, multiple times with my businesses over the years, but certainly from a PT perspective, when I ran that internal referral competition, it literally changed my business. Same with this guy, Boxing Fit Hoppers Crossing. I mean, 347 leads. I mean, even if he, closed 10 or 15% of these people into his ongoing program, that's 50 new members that he would have gotten in 30 days. So, again, I can't encourage you enough to get this. Speak to Brad and I. Let's get it integrated within your Facebook page so you can start running your first competition as soon as possible. This is the dashboard. It comes with amazing, the resource center. I was going to click onto that, thinking that was live, but the resource center top left there, the first icon, if you click onto that, it has a heap of materials on sales conversion processes, so follow-up scripts and follow-up emails and follow-up SMSs. So we can't make it any easier for people. I mean, this software allows you to get leads, and then obviously with all the back-end information, allows you to convert those leads into paying clients. All right, so, and again, guys, I just mentioned it, 50% off, just even if you just contact me, Frank at ptbusinesscoaches.com. Again, summarizing, just give me a second here. Cool. So, number one, run some type of referral system or initiative within your business and make sure that's consistent. I'd actually run a buddy fortnight or a buddy month as soon as possible. Start promoting it via email, via SMS, private Facebook group, also on Facebook. I'd also speak to your clients individually about it, but make sure you promote it properly. So if it takes 2 or 3 weeks to set up, that's fine. That's your internal strategy. External online strategy, run Facebook competitions from our software, a no-brainer. Number 3, this is basically external marketing. So the strategy associated with external marketing that I'm going to teach today, or certainly share with you, is referred to as basically just advertising in local school newsletters. I think one of the most underutilized outreach strategies, certainly in this country, is advertising in local school newsletters. Local parents bring their kids to local schools. Most of your clients would live in a local area. So to me, it makes complete sense to be able to advertise in local school newsletters. The other reason why I really like this is to promoting in the local school newsletters. It's actually really cheap. Like I'll give you an example. Like if you go and advertise in a local rag in Queensland, in Brisbane, you could be paying anywhere from kind of $1,000 to $1,500 for a quarter page. Now, for the average personal trainer, that is way too much money. I would never spend $1,000 in a local rag for a quarter of a page. It's just lunacy. If you were to advertise in a local school newsletter, you could potentially pay $240 for an entire term or an entire semester. For $1,000, you could potentially advertise easily, I would say, for a whole year. And when I had my PT studio, we used to advertise in local school newsletters a lot. Back then, it was kind of costing us $50 or $60 a week. It's really cheap. Local, like I said, local parents bring their kids to local school. They shop locally. They live locally. Your clients live locally. I dare say that 90% of your clients would not travel more than sort of 8 to 10 kilometres to come and find you or to train with you, irrespective of whether you're training out of a gym, PT studio, outside, etc. So local school newsletters, from an outreach marketing perspective, really, really cheap. For bang for your buck, you almost can't go past this. Types of offers: buy 3 sessions, get 3 for free. Buy 5 sessions, get 5 for free. Tripwire offer might be a tripwire, guys. It's kind of anything usually under 30, even $50 sometimes now is referred to a tripwire. 3 sessions for $29.95 is something that we saw work really, really well with a lot of our members last year. Some of the members now, even some of my personal clients, are doing a tripwire at three sessions for $49.95. So the hook in the newsletter needs to be really big. It needs to be addressed to the parents and the staff. So, dear Brighton Primary staff and parents, come and join me, come and trial our program for the month of June and receive 3 personal training sessions for $49.95. Like, the disclaimer is, guys, that the offer still needs to be really good and really solid. So you need to have a solid hook. But advertising in school newsletters is so cheap. Let me just grab a sip of water. So how does it all work? So let me just move this around on my little slideshow here. So step 1, research Search for every primary school or elementary school, high school, kindergarten, and daycare centre in your local area. So literally just Google them and make a list. And from our experience, I would say that you would come up with at least kind of 10 to 15, depending on whether you're from country or metro or city bound. But I would say about 10 to 15 schools you could come up with just by researching, jumping on Google. Step 2, call them. Literally call the school, explain who you are and what you do, then ask if they have a newsletter that you may be able to advertise in. Now, from my experience, again, primary schools or elementary schools are going to be your best bet because they're always trying to raise money. They're state schools, they're not private schools. So most primary schools or elementary schools will have some type of newsletter that you can advertise in. So they're the people that are probably going to play the game more. Step 3, if you ask for the prices, what you get for that particular price, and also the length of the promotion. Now, here's a little disclaimer. When you promote in local school newsletters, you want to make sure that you promote for at least 3 weeks in a row. So don't advertise for 1 week or 2 weeks. You need that constant repetition that's going to filtrate or penetrate the reader's subconscious. So 3 weeks in a row minimum. If you can get in there for the whole semester, that's even better. But as a general rule, you do not want to promote less than 3 weeks. Step 4, choose at least 2 schools. If you've had 4 or 5 say yes, I'd choose 2 schools, 2 newsletters, and try 2 different promotions. For example, try a free trial type of promotion, 2 free personal training sessions, or 3, or some type of introductory offer like a tripwire 3 sessions for $49.95. I would highly recommend choosing 2 schools and having 2 different promotions for both those schools so you can test and measure what's working and what's not working. Number 5, execute 100%. For example, make sure your artwork is very professional. Also ensure that the school is doing what they promised. If they've said, a quarter of a page or half a page for the next 4, 5, 6 weeks or the entire term, make sure that that's happening. So you've got to tick all these little boxes, guys. You've got great offer. Is it a trial offer for this school? Yes. Is it a tripwire offer for this school? Yes. Okay. Does the artwork look fantastic? Have I got my phone number in there? Have I got my website? Has the school come up with their bargain? Are they keeping up with their end of the bargain? So make sure that everything is done 100%. Again, no half-baked potatoes in your business when it comes to marketing. Measure the results so that you know what is working and what isn't working. If something's not working, tweak it. Maybe change the offers at the 2 different schools, but don't give up on this strategy. When it comes to outreach marketing can be very, very expensive. As I said, from Queensland, if you're advertising in a local rag in Queensland, it gets super expensive. Doing fly drops, which we don't really teach anymore, that can be really expensive. But even time, like setting up a stand outside of a Woolies or something like that, that can be time consuming. Even doing cross promotional strategic alliances can be consuming, especially initially when you're setting it up. But this is a leveraged approach. Advertising in school newsletters gets to local people, which is what you want, because local people are going to come into your programs, and it's cheap and it's leveraged. Let it run for a term. If it hasn't worked, change the offer. Don't dump it. I would absolutely include local school newsletter marketing within your budget or your advertising spend on a monthly basis. It's a no-brainer. Focus on the three strategies, guys, and give it your all. Give it 100%. Like I said, in our business, we have a philosophy: no half-baked potatoes. You want to be able to take a marketing strategy and run with it until you've either exhausted it, or you say to yourself, even though I've tweaked it, I've changed it, I've optimized it, keyword there, it hasn't worked, then you dump it. Same with our business. We make sure that we run a strategy and we keep running it until we either exhaust it, until we tweak it. And if we've optimized it and it's still not working, then we dump it. But certainly we don't run a strategy at 50% and then give up on it and then move on. That's not the way marketing works. So give it your all, guys, and make sure that you're totally focused on the end result. The key to successful marketing as a fitness professional is you must have balance. You must have balance between internal marketing, external marketing, and online marketing. Far too many personal trainers don't really have an intention or a specific strategy when it comes to social media marketing, and I've given you one today, which is an absolute no-brainer. They're kind of getting most of their new referrals from existing clients, which is great. My attitude is let's make it greater by optimizing that strategy and making it more systemized. Again, guys, no half-baked potatoes in your business. When we stopped doing half-baked potatoes in our personal training studio in the probably the late 90s, I was going to say early 2000s, it would have been the late 90s because we got a business coach or a mentor back in the end of 98, 99. I'm kind of showing my age and if I was doing PT back almost 20 years ago. We really started to kick major goals. In fact, within 2 years of actually hiring a business coach, we ended up opening a second studio, and then just not long after that, we turned our big studio, which was the largest personal training studio in Australia, we ended up turning that into a full-scale gym. So we made a really conscious decision, my business partner back then, Dave Owen and myself, to stop doing things half-baked and to really start doing things 100%. We started to really systemize our business. I mean, we even had systems for the way toilet paper was ordered. We really started to systemize, and I know it might sound a bit funny, but we started to systemize our sales process and our marketing process, our lead generation processes. Everything within our business started to become systemized, and by then we're able to leverage and grow much faster. So that philosophy of no half-baked potatoes kind of still rings true in our business now. Guys, I apologize that there's no live Q&A because this is not a live webinar. I'll just kind of cover two really quick questions. A question that I often get asked is, Frank, we're really interested in the Facebook application. What does it cost? It's basically half price. So it's half price in what we sell it for. So just email us today or in the next couple of days, and just we can get that built for you within 3 days. So that's not an issue there. Frank, can I run a buddy day instead of a buddy week or a buddy month? Question that we get asked often when we talk about running referral strategies. A buddy day doesn't really work because it limits people in terms of when they can bring their referrals in. I don't even like a buddy week. It just doesn't, because sometimes clients don't train with you every single week. I like a buddy fortnight as a minimum, and then up to a buddy month as well. Frank, do you have the same software system, the Facebook platform for Instagram? That's a great question. We had a couple of weeks ago. We don't, but we're looking at doing something like that at the end of the year. Instagram is going to be a really big focus, guys, in the second half of the year for our business personally, and we are going to put a lot of content in Module 3 on Instagram. So at the moment, the software doesn't exist, but we're looking at creating that same software for Instagram as well. Probably another question I get is, Frank, if 3 strategies work really, really well when it comes to marketing, why wouldn't I do 6? That's a good question. For a sole trader, for a personal trainer to do 6 strategies and not to do them half-baked, it's difficult because you're kind of doing everything. You're doing 30, 40 sessions a week. You're doing your book work and you're collecting fees and doing invoices, all the stuff that you do. So I think that I'm a big believer in increasing marketing activity, but I think start off somewhere, take a step back today and just go, right, from now on, I'm going to focus on 3 strategies. And they don't necessarily have to be the strategies that I taught you today, guys, but just choose one strategy from each of the 3 key marketing pillars, being internal, external, and online, and just go for it 100%. And do that for the next 30 to 60 days. Get yourself set up, launch it, and just go as hard as you can for 30 days. And I can guarantee you'll get your 30 leads, but you've got to make sure that you're focused. The disclaimer is you've got to be focused on these 3 strategies and take them to 100%. Don't do 60, 70, or even 80%. Make sure you put in the time and give it 100%. I can guarantee you at the end of the 30 days, once you've set up, you'll be sitting there going, I've got more than 30 leads, and run them all at the same time. So run your referral buddy fortnight, I was going to say week, then buddy fortnight or month at the same time as your competition, and also at the same time as running your newsletter advertising in the local schools. Do all 3 of them at once so you can actually build your business faster. Don't do one month, one another month. Don't do it over 90 days. I say let's actually build a foundation. Let's go harder. Let's go faster. So if you've got any questions in regards to this webinar after you've watched it, hopefully it'll be up within the private Facebook group. There'll be a link in there very soon. Ask questions within the private Facebook group, and Brad and I will get to those questions very shortly. And have a fantastic week, and we'll see you on the inside or during one of our other webinars. Thanks, guys.